Welcome guys, and today we finally have some news for Battlefield 2042. Now I'm sure most of you have seen the tweets, but after what's felt like forever since the new year, we finally got some information from the devs about what's happening with 2042. Well, sort of. I'm not going to go into too much detail about the specifics of the updates. I'm sure everyone has had a look by now, but basically tomorrow we're getting a small patch which is mostly bug fixes and some performance issues. Overall, nothing major that is going to affect gameplay. The largest thing is changing is the ability to earn XP on Portal again, or at least more XP. This will be dependent on the type of mode you're playing and how much customization there is, as you can see from this diagram that they shared. The idea here is that this will help prevent everyone from creating XP bot farms like when the game first launched, but still letting people create some modes that get a bit more creative and earn XP so that you can level up. For me, this Portal XP issue has been dragging on for way too long. It's become too much of a big deal. For a lot of people, myself included, Portal was a big draw for the game with the ability to play loads of different experiences and particularly the nostalgia of playing older modes. This constant battle over XP farms has made it worthless to play Portal if you want to level anything up. Really, they should have seen this coming with the launch of the game. If you don't have any limitations, it's pretty obvious that people are going to create XP farms. It happens whenever you have these custom servers, and it's happened on previous Battlefield games. Honestly, I don't care much about the XP farms. This is just my opinion, but if people want to sit and kill bots to level up faster, fine. And anyways, you can do it in the single player mode, so whatever. I wish they'd just done a simple fix of, making it 0 XP for killing bots, and then left it at that. I think this would have solved a lot of the early issues, and then they could have made further tweaks from there. Anyways, I digress. Besides the changes coming tomorrow, the biggest other content was about future changes potentially coming in the next patch sometime in mid-February. The addition of a scoreboard really was the most notable thing here. Obviously this was a clear misstep at launch not having an overall scoreboard in the game, and it's just one part of the poor UI across the game in general. But at least we're finally going to get one, even if it's still another month that we have to wait. As you can see here, they've shared a proposal for what the scoreboard might look like, and there are some fair criticisms already being shared. I don't mind it as a starting point. They say that this is just the beginning and it's going to keep getting iterated. The biggest thing I would probably change is swapping the assists with deaths in the overall scoreboard. When it comes to team stats, assists aren't really that important. I don't really care how many assists my teammates are getting. Now, some will argue that deaths don't matter in this game because, this is a team game, it's not about your personal KDA or anything like that. But deaths can be useful in spotting things like cheaters. If you join a lobby and you see the guy with the top score has 50, 60 kills and 0 deaths, then maybe you want to back out and find a different lobby. Now, outside of the portal and the scoreboard changes, the thing that's thrown me most is this tweet as part of a thread about upcoming improvements that mentions voice over IP. Kind of in-game chat, cross-platform chat. It's not coming soon, and this is a huge issue for me personally, because the way I take this tweet is that they're thinking about it, but it's probably not going to be in February with the next big patch, and maybe it'll come in March, but it doesn't really sound like it's close. Now, I play with friends on different platforms, and not being able to chat in-game, in like a squad chat like you can do on Warzone for instance, is a real issue, because Discord currently isn't on PlayStation, it's not on Xbox. And so we have to come up with another solution for chat, which just makes things overall more difficult. Also, this just implies it was never really in the pipeline to begin with, even though they did say it would come soon after launch, and this is such an essential part of a team-based game like this. Now, I know voice chat can get toxic, and it's not always a good place to be, but think about Hazard Zone. This is a squad-based game mode, and you have no way to communicate with your team unless you've got a keyboard and you're going to sit there and type out chat. Unless you're playing with friends in a voice party, if you're just in there with randoms, there's no way to communicate. And that was one of the things I found most frustrating when I tried Hazard Zone at the beginning. Now, I know Hazard Zone is pretty much a dead mode, as I talked about in a previous video, but it gave it, not having voice over IP at the beginning, really gave it no chance at all. Hopefully it'll come soon, and hopefully it'll just be a part of sweeping changes that really improve the game going forward. Finally, the other thing that I found disappointing is there's no news about new content or a roadmap in general. Hopefully we'll hear something soon, as the game just feels a bit empty and there's nothing really to draw me back. There's only a limited number of guns, there's no real things to earn through XP, there's only map a few maps, and some of them aren't really that great. Anyway, hopefully we'll hear more. Hopefully they'll be more communicative going forward, and that would be a real step forward for them. So that's all for today. I'm trying to stay as positive as possible, but I was really hoping for a bit more when we heard from them in the new year, and it just seems a bit light on the content front, really. So if you enjoyed this video, leave a like and let me know your thoughts on the updates below, and I'll see you next time.